weekly market update where I share my personal opinion and insight of what's happening in the stock market world. So this one will cover February 23 to 27, and ang theme natin for this week is Kunsunji catch up and the blue chip boom. This weekly market report is brought to you by Google AI. Magre-react tayo yung pinagsasabi nitong AI na to. If you want exclusive investing related contents in the Philippine stock market, check the pinned comment. For daily investing insights, you can check my Facebook page. So, weekly market summary, 7 days of green. Except nung Friday, no? Ayan. So, nag-red tayo. Pero tama ba to? Accurate kaya si AI? Is that 7 days of green? No? Ang pinagluloko tayo nito eh. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wala. No, red yun, no? So, the PSCI closed the week. 6611. Okay pa rin, no? Up pa rin siya for the month. Last month, up siya ng 4.5. This month, up siya by another 4.4. So, lumalakas siya. And again, despite may pumutok na recently, no, another corruption scandal, except that di siya kino-cover ng mainstream media. But still, kalat siya sa internet. So, the fact na may ganon, green pa rin tayo, baka nag-bottom na yung index na yan. Hula ko lang, okay? Well, the index snapped its impressive 7-day winning streak on Friday with a minor dip. Actually, nag-reverse nga yan ata di ba? At one point, negative 1% plus yan. Then, gising ako, parang naka-recover na. Okay? The overall momentum was very strong. Talagang nabuhayan ang investor. Shit na to, tatagalog. With a total net turnover of 13.8 billion on Friday, largely driven by MSCI rebalancing. Ano yung apektado? APX ata, no? Pinasok. Ayan, so not affected. Or baka next week, no? Baka nandun yung mga gustong umexit. So Maynilad not affected. Still trading near all-time high. Foreign investors were the stars of the show, posting net inflows almost 1 billion. The market successfully digested yung rate cut, blah blah blah. Shifted its focus to solid corporate earnings. Nangyayari na yan, no? May mga nagpe-press release na rito. So LTG, they beat yung kanilang last year. NIKL, as expected, no? They beat their last year. Bukod dyan, may mga nag-press release pa rito. Like, I think SM, ayan. Nag-press release na siya. Ayan, up 10%, double digit. Malaking company yan na nire-represent niya yung PSEI. What else? PNB. Nag-report increase. BDO. Ganun din, no? Nag-report siya ng increase. Around mid-single digit ata. Slower than last year yung kanyang growth, but nonetheless, it's still growing. PLDT, nag-decline yung kanyang reported profit. Ano pa ba? Manila Water, nag-report na rin. Growing pa rin. Ano pa rito? So, I think yun lang, no? SMPH, nag-report. Growing. China Bank, nag-report. Growing. So, madami pa rin blue chips yung growing, no? Except again kay telco like Tel, Globe. Ayan. So, ICT yung hinabangan, no? Kasi ito yung growth driver ngayon ng PSEI. Kung mag-report ulit yan ng growth, ba mag-continue yung momentum niya. Okay. And RRHI, parang growing yung revenue nila pero Reported profit is lower kasi may one-time gain sila last year. Pero the year after that, parang hindi pa nila nabibit yung reported earnings nila. Mga ano yun, no? 2023 ata, okay? So, sino-sino pa ba nag-report? Yun lang ata, no? March, expect madami na yan magre-report and magsasubmit na nilang annual financial statement. Meralco, nag-report, no? Growing. Okay. So, mga malalaking constituent ng PSEI, they're reporting growth. Ayan. So, wala na. No? Ali, nag-report pala, no? Kung hindi ko makalimutan, growing. Okay. So, I think all in all, still okay. Diba? Kasi pag nagre-report ng growth yung mayan, yung intrinsic value nila, umakyat, potentially, mas naging attractive yung valuation ng PSEI. Okay? I think ayun lang. So, we'll see next week kung sino-sino pa yung magre-report. So, eto na yung year-to-date performance ng iba't ibang indices ending February. So, PSEI, sobrang lakas. Umahabol siya, 9% year-to-date. May dividend yield pa to na around normally lalaro siya 2% to 3%. So, assuming additive yun, nag-announce ng dividend, nag-react yung stock price, blah blah blah. Potentially baka ang year-to-date nito is around 12 to 13%. Okay? You have the US market. Hirap na hirap umakyat. Ayan. So, flattish. Emerging market, sobrang lakas pa rin. 14.3 Southeast Asia. 11%, no? Parang konti na lang. Mahabol na yun ng PSEI. International, still, malakas pa rin. So, doon pa rin yung capital rotation. May mga nagbebenta sa US and then pumapasok sila sa international and emerging. You have the total world, 4.8, and my personal dividend retirement portfolio. So, parang inangat lang ng portfolio ko this month is a little bit above 1%. So, in-outperform pa rin ako na PSEI. Pero, since this dividend retirement portfolio, ang yield na expectation ko for this year is 7%. So, kanina sinabi ko, PSEI, pag na-factory nyo kanyang dividend yield, that's around 12 to 13. Ganun din sa akin, no? Parang 12 to 13. Kapag natanggap ko na yung mga dividends ko na yon, okay? And still, early. So, hindi pa nagre-report yung mga madami kong hawak kasi nga madami kong hawak wala sa main index. Pag nag-report sila ng better earnings, baka pagpipitikin yung stock price nila and potentially baka dun humabol yung aking portfolio. Pero I'm still outperforming PSEI since 2021. So nag-start pa lang maging positive yung return ng PSEI. So 5% na siya in the green since 2021 na total return basis assuming nire-reinvest yung dividend. So makikita nyo rito, flattish ang FMETF, di ba? Kasi ito dapat yung closest total return na tracker ng PSEI kasi may yan may tracking error yan. So yung tracking error na yun, ito na siguro yun, yung difference ng dalawa. So all in all, maganda pa rin yung momentum ng PSEI I think, and we are going into the March kung saan madaming magre-report na earnings and that could provide additional optimism sa ating PSEI kasi it seems wala nang pakialamang PSEI sa mga corruption headline dyan, no? Wala na. So it's all about the numbers na kung gaano kamurang PSEI and every time na nagre-report ng growth yung mga companies yan, mas naging mura siya. I think yun na yung labanan. We'll see. Okay? So, SCC comeback. So, DOE finally launched the bidding. Ang tanong, sino-sino yung magpa-participate, di ba? Yun yung maabangan nyo by March. Pag may mga malalaking names dyan na magpa-participate, baka medyo delicates yun. Okay? Pag nag-close yung bidding, wala silang malakas na kalaban, yun na yun. And ano, di ba? May ma-insider buying sa DMC or Konsunji stock in previous days. So, ayan, may mga namimili. Could be a sign na, kami mananalo dyan eh. Bidding, ano yan, formality na lang yan eh. Technically, kami yung lamang yan eh. Siguro baka ganun yung sinasabi nila. Okay? Ganun din yung sinasabi ng mga retail investor, di ba? Na, ano yan. De-deplete na nga yung coal mining. Yung coal mine, sino mag-i-interest dyan? So, ano na yan? Konsunji na yan, all the way. Ayun, grabe oh. Oh. So, may mga insider buying, maybe indicating na, they're confident mananalo sila. So, maging malakas yung speculation neto ng, March. Especially pag may mga papasok na, mga bidder. Okay, so MSCI Magic naman and rebalancing cause high volume, large cap. So sinilip natin kanina parang wala namang nagbago. So earnings heavyweight, big names like SMBDO drop their 2025 full year result. BDO, mid single digit growth, not that good. Bakit? Tine-trade to at a premium eh. Kung magre-report ka ng single digit growth, 'di ba? Especially this year, I think is-sell down yan. Papunta sa kanyang book value or near its book value. So SM is a holding company. Nag-report din na parang lang din, no? Parang other high brand value stocks out there na natitrade pa rin at a premium. Kasi holding company, normally natitrade yan at a discount eh. Etong si SM, parang nagtitrade siya, walang discount eh. So, potentially ba, pwedeng sell down pa yan. Okay? So, here are some, stock stories. You have SCC. Okay, start na yung bidding. Paano, sino manalo? You have DMC. Ganon din. Ngayon, kung matalo yung dalawa, dapat may plano ka na, di ba? Ano yung gagawin mo sa position mo dyan? You have SM. Reported a stellar 10% profit growth. Pero, wala, mabigat to eh. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, karamihan sa mga holding companies nagtitrade at a discount. Ito lang yung hindi. What if i-trade na rin to at a discount? Di ba? Kunyari, 20% discount, no? Ibang nakikita kong holding company, i-trade, more than 30% discount eh. What if i-trade to at a discount? Ayan, no? 500 pesos. Wang doon maganda sumalo Okay? Yeah, BDO. Still growing, however, slow down in growth. Not that good kasi nga trading at premium price to book. Ayun 116 yung kanyang third quarter. Assuming nag-grow siya ng fourth quarter, sabihin mo ng 120, no? 120, dito pa yung 120 eh. 130, magko-correct to. Possible kung kung di siya mag-accelerate into double digit ulit. Sell down to eh, in my personal opinion, which is double digit na decline. You have ICT still sobrang lakas, no? Ayan, kasi expectation siguro ng madami, magre-report ulit siya ng siguro double digit na growth for 2025 na earnings result. Na I think on track siya doon eh. Ayan 632751. You have Ali, EPS jump. Wala pumapansin eh. Overval nga relative to other property stock eh. Sell down mo pa yan mga additional negative 20% siguro, no? Para mapansin. So, SMPH revealed plans to open a new arena in Cebu this June. Okay, showing that their lifestyle city expansion is in full swing. Sa din yan, di pinapansin, mabibigat. You have Atel, nag-report ng lower earnings, no? I think single digit na decline. So, but still, maganda yung kanyang year to date. And nagko-consider daw sila ng REIT listing. Why not? 'Di ba? Sobrang sikat ngayon ng REIT sa Pilipinas. Dapat i-take advantage nila 'yan para maibenta nila yan ng ano, or I should say makapag-raise sila ng capital para pang-trim down ng ano, debt obligation. Gawin nyo na, okay? Ang dami dyan mga REIT community. Gagatasan kailangan natin to. Data center REIT para mag-diversify. Yun, di ba? Nag-declare to ng dividend. Ano, mas mababa compared to previous year. So, 47, not bad. And nagbabawas na to ng mga ano, capex nila. So, nagbabawas ka ng capex and still you are a very cash flowing business. Eventually, may babalik nila yung mga dati nilang ano, dividends. And kapag successful yung rate listing na to, nagamit nila yan para tapisan yung kanilang obligation. Naku, yun na, di ba? Sarap niyan. You have JGS, emerge as the top weeks top gainer. So, pinapansin si ano, JGS. Kasi laki na ng bilangsak pala nito. And ano tawag na ito, naging positive yung news na ano, na-close down yung kanilang petrochemical business. Pero, ano kasi yun, inutangan mo na yun dati tapos hindi pala nag-materialize. Eventually, di ba, magmamaterialize pa rin yung mga utang na yun. Pero nonetheless, may mga bumibili. Kasi siguro, ano, feeling na ano siya, no, deep value play, ganon. Yan pa rin naman ang ano, iba't ibang klase ng ano, Gokongwei businesses. Namimigay ng 0.42, no? So, bakit mababa? Kasi laki utang nito. Petrochemical, tsaka ano ba naman Cebu Pacific. So, 1.4% dividend yield. So, more on ano siya, no, value play. If you believe, gagawa ng turnaround yung mga ano, Gokongwei businesses. Now, doon naman tayo sa mga mid-cap and small-cap stories. UF Plus. So, ano? Sugal pa more. Ano to may news to ngayon Bibili na siya ng ano niya. Land-based na casino, no? So, si Bloom, nagda-diversify siya into online gaming. May casino na siya. Ito naman, baliktad. From online, gagamitin niya yung kanyang war chest para bumili ng casino, land-based. So, bahala na kayo dyan. Sino man nanalo sa dalawang yon. P-Gold, nagrarally. Okay. Kasi, buwabagsak na ulit yung ano, USD versus ano, di ba? PHP, lumalakas yung peso. So, yung sentiment nila on the SNR business, bumabalik na. Okay. Baka sinasabi ng investor, ano na to? Pwede na to. Di na ulit maapektuhan siguro yung kanilang SNR, things like that. Manila Water, 51% surge in net income. So, nag-declare dito ng dividend increase. Pwede na. So, at current price, ang dividend niya ngayon is, ano, so, ayan, divided by 40.3. That's around 5%, no? So, anong, halos similar sa nire-report na, ano, or dividend yield ng, ano, Maynilad. Weber, Power Generation lifted their 25 profit by 12%. So, taas to na nga niyang dividend. Ay, nag-all time ay. And paparating yung kanyang ano, growth driver na ano, Terra Solar, no? Somewhere within this year. Pag nag-report ng earnings yon, biglang double digit na naman yan. Next year. Okay. So, RRHI, core profit is up 6%. Blah, blah, blah. So, medyo pinapansin siya pero still down siya compared to ano, the previous year. Alam ko, hindi pa niya nabibit yung ano niya 2023, which is nandito yan, no? So, kung mabit niya yung ano niya, 2023, this year, baka potentially mag-recover siya papunta dyan, no? 43% upside. You have A-Rate, the worst performer. Profit taking. Wala na. Sabi ko nga sa inyo eh. Trading at a premium ang ano ngayon, A-REIT, tsaka RCR. So, most definitely ang papansinin ngayon dyan, moving forward ba si M-REIT, di ba? Ayan, RCR, medyo nag-rebound siya recently. So, M-REIT, kailangan lang naman niya gatasan yung mga, ano eh, yung mga news eh. Mag-invest kami ng mall. Pag ginawa nila yun, malamang madaming retails ang sisitalunan dito eh. You have Converge. Volume remains high as the data center growth narrative. Anong data center growth narrative? Lit-lit ng data center niyan. Compare mo yan kay Tel. Si Globe may may binibuild din siya eh. Kaya siya nag-raise ng preferred share recently para i-will niya yung malaki niyang data center. Pag natapos, I think mabibit niya yung laki ng data center ng Tel or PLDT. So, walang sentiment. Maynilad, kinanan kanina, all-time high. FCG. So, nag-report to na niyang earnings, I think, early last month or early this month. Okay naman yung earnings niya, no? Resilient pa rin yung kanilang growth driver, which is Angel's Pizza. Kasi kung mag-recover yung stock price niyan. You have Aizen. Sino bibili na Aizen? Lay-lay na utang neta. Ha? Once nabayaran niya yun, diba? Wala, overvalued na naman yan pag nagkabayar na ng utang. I think sa channel ko, nandito pa lang siya dati. 8 or 9, nag-warning na ako dyan eh. Massively overvalued yan and is a heavily leveraged business, no? A lot of their growth na nire-report dati dito, mga bandang 2021, all are funded by additional leverage. Nagpatong-patong na yung additional leverage na yun. Naging na siya, massive leverage business. Kung saan, importante yan yung execution ng business kapag ganyan. Bawal ka ng yan, madelay, ganon. Yung mga project mo hindi on time, pag nangyari yon, wala na. It's over. So, global and regional market pulse. MSCI rebalancing factor. Wala, kinanan kanina, walang epekto. Baka next week. We'll see. You have the USPH trade dynamic. Recently, nag-announce si Donald Trump. Walang epekto sa atin kasi hindi na tayo masipag mag-export sa US. And yung ating Philippine peso is still getting stronger, no? Ayun, no? Maganda yan. Pag nagtuloy-tuloy yan, papuntang 56, 55, yun na. Mga bull run na yung PSI dyan. So, forecast. So, na-hit yung forecast last week, no? Yung 6.5, yung tinatansya ng AI last week eh. Nabit niya yon. So, 6.7 naman daw. Okay. 6.50 to 6.7. Ang lapit niya, no? Break na yan. Nag-report na si SM ng earnings. Pag nag-report si ICT ng double digit growth, mabibreak yan for sure. So you have the dividend season peak. So madami yan nag-announce mga late ng first quarter papuntang second quarter. And then you have the SEC bidding buzz. Obviously, mangyari yan throughout the month of March. So, ayan bidder, no? Ayan yung kung SEC and DMC holder ka, especially yung bumili sa baba, gusto ng quick play, ganyan. Tignan mo sino yung mapapasok na bidder. O yung mga malalaking pangalan na bidder, ayun na, medyo maaalangan si yan. SCCM DMC. Potential MVP group entry. While yes, wala silang expertise dyan, pero you can change the fact na di ba? Na malaki pa rin silang business group. What if bigyan nila ng mas magandang deal ang gobyerno? Bigyan nila ng mas malaking share, ganon. Yun na, di ba? It's over na yon. Possible na ganon. Kapag ganon lang nangyari, walang choice ang DMC, magbababa din sila, ganyan. Or bibigyan din nila ng much better benefit ang gobyerno. bago yung kontrata nila, parang ganon. Eh di kahit manalo sila, yung projection nila, 'di ba? Di na tulad ng dati. Okay? Anyways, I think that's it for this week's stock market update.